And we are back. Castle brings it across timeline at the logo. He flips it over to Fox. Fox looking covered by Anunoby. He's trying to get it to Champagny, but there's a foul in the paint as Carl Anthony Towns knocks down Vic and makes one of these faces, rolling his eyes. Oh, I love it when the Knicks do that. Let them get all complaining. Let that happen as much as you want. That doesn't bother me one bit. 55-48, Spurs lead, 11:52 to play. They will inbound the ball here in the second half. Third quarter begins with a 7-point lead. They get it to Vic right at the free throw line. He misses the clean jumper. He had nobody in his face. Couldn't hit a 15-footer. They're not shooting well. Okay, here comes Brunson, covered by Fox, gets to Towns. Towns covered by Victor, way outside of the three-point line. He's right in his grill, perimeter D. They flip it. A beautiful pass from Carl inside at OG, but he's immediately triple-teamed. Bounced out to Hart, Hart to Brunson, Brunson back to Hart. Hart misses the three, but beautiful ball rotation by the Knicks there. A quick, fast break by the Spurs coming hard the other way. Castle in the paint, but he has to slow it down because it was a 4-on-1. Vic tries to go down the middle of the lane. He is stripped and loses the ball out of bounds. Victor having not a great game today. 11:10 to play. Spurs by 7. 8 turnovers for the Knicks, 6 turnovers for the Spurs. And these have not been great defense. They've just been fumbles. Brunson gets it to Cat, who gets it to OG under the basket. He is fouled on the floor by Fox. When he puts up the shot, Vic actually blocked it, knocked it away. So with 11 minutes basically to play, 10:58 to play in the third quarter, Vic has 9 points and 3 blocks. It's a 7-point lead for the Spurs. Both teams are not shooting the ball very well. Brunson will inbound with Castle on him. He flips the ball up and over to Towns. Towns covered by Vassell now. So Vic is roaming the way he normally does. Vassell way out on his hip, pushing him. Brunson covered by Castle. He tries to pick up a pick, then he steps forward, flips it over to Anunoby. He makes a step back three, takes one, misses, rebounded by Vassell. Vassell flips it over to Castle. Castle brings it up across the logo over on the left-hand side. Brings it toward the middle. He shakes off a pick from Vic. They rotate it to Champagny. Champagny to Fox. Fox gets it to Vic, who goes up against Carl Anthony Towns with the right hand from the left-hand side. He's so much taller than he is, and he is fouled as he goes to the hole. That will be in the act of shooting, I believe. We'll have to see. .6. Excuse me. 8 points. 6 boards. Carl Anthony Towns. That could be his third personal. Vic lines up the second free throw. And makes it. 57-48. Here come the Knicks. Towns gets it to Brunson. He's covered now by Vassell, drives charging down the lane, picks up his dribble, covered tight, gets it over to OG. OG swings the ball, takes a shot from the top of the key and misses, rebounded by Vic. Both teams not shooting well. Who gets it over to Fox? Fox to Castle. Castle brings it over to Champagny, who shoots a three. He was way up, nowhere near what he was doing in the first. That ball touched nothing, missed the entire rim, crossed over to the other side, rubbed off the bottom of the backboard. Vic tried to get the board and fumbled it out of bounds. 10 minutes to play. Here come the Knicks. It is Bridges dribbling, passing it over to Hart. Hart looking for Brunson. He gets it to Brunson. Brunson trying to make his way. He's double teamed for a moment. Now Vassell has him. He charges down against Vassell, steps back at the top of the key. Air ball. Unbelievable. Both teams shooting incredibly poorly right now. 9:43 to play in the third quarter. Here come the Spurs. Castle brings it across the logo. He gets a pick from Vic, drives hard down the right-hand side, looking for the alley-oop. Instead, throws up the layup, gets it over Josh Hart to roll in. Hart comes back, gets it to OG Anunoby. He's on a one-on-one with Champagny. Champagny pokes the ball beautifully on a defensive play out of bounds. OG Anunoby, who is bigger than Champagny, came down the lane there and was looking to score, but Champagny poked the ball away. Knicks will inbound. They get it to Anunoby in the quarter. Anunoby drives on Champagny, flips it to Hart. Hart goes in against Victor and trips on Victor's feet and falls on the ground, and they're going to call the foul on Victor. Knicks will inbound. Brunson with Castle on him, gets it to Hart. Hart tosses it over the top of Victor, past Vassell to Karl Anthony Towns down low, who will make the layup. It is 59-50 Spurs. Here comes Fox the other way. He is covered. He goes right into the paint, flips it back out to Vic, who fakes a three, steps into the paint, spins, drives, tries to make a bank shot, misses, but is fouled. And that could be Karl Anthony Towns' third foul of this game with 9:07 to play here in the third quarter. Vic takes him on one-on-one. He gets in the paint, spins to the right, gets Anunoby help from him. I'm not sure where the call is there, if I'm honest. If they called it on Towns, it must be earlier, it feels. Because when he goes up, he's not fouling him. Vic might have gotten away with one there. He goes to the line, makes the free throw. Oh, so that's what it is. It was on the floor before the moment of the shot. So he didn't get away with one there. Vic makes the free throws. It is an 11-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs, 61-50. Here comes Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. Brunson has it with Castle on him at the logo. He dribbles, trying to get away. He gets a slip screen from Cat. Cat is now covered by Fox. Towns gets it over to Bridges. Bridges drives hard on Champagny, flips it out to Anunoby. Anunoby stops, pops, shoots, is well short. Another air ball. Rebounded by Champagny, who flips it back to Vassell. Vassell gets it over to Castle. Castle brings it across the timeline. He throws it ahead to Vic. Vic is covered, though, well by Karl Anthony Towns. He tries to drive on him one-on-one. Instead, passes to Castle, who will shoot a three. Front rims it and misses. Terrible shooting by both teams right now. Here comes Josh Hart. He gets it to Mikal Bridges, who is covered by Victor. He tries to drive on him, then brings it out and flips it over to Hart. Hart now switches. Castle on him to Cat. Cat tries to make a beautiful little touch pass. It is intercepted and touched by Champagny, but it gets through, but Bridges misses the fadeaway jumper. Here comes Castle and the Spurs. They get it to Fox. Fox coming down the right-hand line, spins in the lane, turns, shoots, misses. Oh, what an incredible rebound by Castle, who flips it back up and in. It rolls into the basket, 63-50 Spurs. Here come the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, step back three from by their bench, well short, not even close. Rebounded by Fox, who gets it ahead to Champagny. Champagny will throw up an alley-oop pass, but there's a foul in the lane. Champagny looking for Victor down low. Will not find him, but that'll be Spurs ball. Oh, man, Vic almost had the block on that Anunoby shot. I guess he front-rimmed that. They're showing how much Victor adjusts their shots, and that's what happened there. Anunoby wasn't even close. So the Knicks are certainly bothered by the presence of the 7'4" Frenchman. 63-50 Spurs, 13-point lead. Then they will inbound. They flip it back to Vic, who will shoot a three way off, long off the iron, but rebounded by Champagny. A brilliant rebound. He kicks it out to Castle, who will shoot another three for no reason at all. And front rims it and misses. 6 for 23 for New York from three. 9 for 28. Damn you, Steph Curry. Here come the Knicks. Hart now, Champagny committed, but doesn't affect him. They flip it over to Brunson, who will miss a three attempt. Vic gets it to Vassell. Vassell brings it down, flips it over to Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper drives hard on Anunoby, stops, slips back, but misses the layup. Oh, Victor goes down and tries to get the board. It is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Dylan had a wide open look and couldn't hit it. He went driving on Anunoby, stopped. Anunoby fell. He had a moment looking at the hole, and like Vassell the other night, he just couldn't make that ball drop. Luke is going to come in with a 13-point lead for, I think, maybe for Victor. Victor has been missing shots, friends. He is 2 for 10 from the field. And he leaves now to go to the bench, and Luke Cornett will enter the game as the Spurs have a 13-point lead. Spurs will inbound from under the basket. They get it to Castle. He's covered by Bridges. He gets it over to Luke. Luke flips it to Champagne, who will stop around the curl and shoot the three, but miss long. Luke gets the board. Oh, but he fumbles it. And Karl Anthony Towns comes up with it, gets it ahead to Hart, who bounce passes brilliantly. They tried to get a reverse layup going for Mikal Bridges, but a foul is called. Hart made the bounce pass into the lane to the cutting. And he went up on one side and tried to make the reverse. They're calling a foul as he went up. But I think we're going to go to a break with 6:50 to play. That's what we're doing. And that is a much-needed timeout. Both teams cannot hit at all. Wild shots tossed up, incredible misses. I mean, like front rim, side rim, back rim. Just terrible shooting by both the Spurs and the Knicks to start the second half. We can take a look at some of these stats. As a matter of fact, if we want, I suppose, shooting-wise, things are dropping like a stone. They're under 37%, both teams now. 20 for 55. 20 made shots for 55 attempts by the Spurs. 21 for 58 attempts by the Knicks. Cold from three. 6 threes on 24 attempts. Shooting just 25% are the Knicks. 9 threes for 29%. Shooting just 31%. That's closer to their three-point average, though, for the Spurs, which is around 36%. They are around the middle of the league. But tonight there have been some really bad shots taken by everybody. The Spurs are getting to the line more, and they're making more of them. 14 for 16 for 87.5. Knicks 2 for 3, 67%. Turnovers and points off turnovers. Points off turnovers, the Spurs lead 12-8. Let's take a look at the turnovers in the game. Spurs seem to have 3, 4, 6. And the Knicks 5, 6, 7. So 13 turnovers, 6 by the Spurs, 7 by the Knicks is what I count. Sloppy. A sloppy game with a lot of misses by the two best teams in the country. The best in the East and the best in the West. The Knicks and the Spurs missing the basket right now. Wide open looks. Clang, schwang, shwoo, schwa, shaboombier. It's not a foreign language, second viewer. I'm just describing how these misses are happening right now for both teams. Meet the Knickerbockers is on tonight. Meet the Knickerbockers. And eat the blackberries. That's what I say. You want blackberry? They're reviewing whether he was fouled or not. I think. I can't tell because I don't have audio, right? Victor leaving. Going to the bench. And I am glad. Because so far, he has been ice cold from the field. Knicks at the line, trailing by 13. So that'll be Mikal Bridges, who rattles out. It doesn't go down. The first free throw, he misses. Boy, this is just a terrible shooting half for the Knicks and the Spurs. Now, I don't know if they're getting physical, and that's what's making it happen. It doesn't seem like that to me. Bridges in 22 minutes has only 4 points. He's 2 for 4 and now has missed a free throw. But make it 5 as he swishes the second one. Spurs lead by 12. 6:46 to play. Here comes Castle. He's looking, gets it out to Dylan. Dylan sends it back to Castle. He's at the top of the key, goes driving down the right-hand side, flips it back to Dylan, who's at the three-point line. He's covered closely, very well, by, what a beautiful bucket by Dylan with his left hand over 25, Mikal Bridges. Bridges was right with him the whole way, and he just beat him to the hole, spun and made it with the left. Here comes Brunson. Brunson covered by Castle at the logo. He bounce passes it to Cat. Cat flips it over to Bridges, who takes a shot and is long, but it rattles around and falls. And there's a foul on the floor being called. Luke is looking around like he doesn't know what happened. No one is sure what the call is. The bucket falls. Champagny is on him. He goes up straight up. No foul. On the rebound, there's no foul. Nobody touched it. But the ball was stopped, and I don't know what happened there. Josh Hart is going to the line for the Knicks. In my opinion, that's a phantom call with 6:10 in the third quarter. I think anybody watching could comment if you like. Hart will make the free throw, and that'll make it an 11-point game. Excuse me. There's no cough button because I'm not a pro. Castle driving on Lamette, steps back, shoots Shamet, and makes that jumper. A little 8-footer, looking very good there. Castle looked clean on that, not taking a crazy three from nowhere land. Knicks, meanwhile, there is Shamet, number 44, to Karl Anthony Towns. They play give and go right back to him. He makes the layup. Oh, Champagny gets caught in between a beautiful give and go by Karl Anthony Towns and Landry Shamet. Here come the Spurs. Castle to Dylan for three. Long, misses it. You know, there was plenty of time on the shot clock. I really don't approve of those. Here come the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns covered by Luke. He drives hard and fast on him, blows right back and scores the layup and is fouled by Luke. He used the right hand on the left-hand side of the basket, but hey, you know, we're only paying them tens of millions of dollars. A nice, strong drive by Karl Anthony Towns as he gets by Luke Cornett and lays it in for the and one attempt. Towns takes a breath, takes a look, takes a shot, front rims it, but it rattles in. It's a 12-point game. Sorry, it's a 8-point game. Dylan Harper now bringing the ball up. He is covered by Miles McBride. He gets it over to Fox. Fox has Shamet on him to Champagny. Champagny covered by Brunson. Champagny drives down the lane, but he is blocked as he goes up by Karl Anthony Towns. Here come the Knicks the other way. Brunson going all the way to the hole and finishing with the left hand. It is left-handed, but I mean, a beautiful finish there, and the Spurs will have to call timeout as the Knicks have gone on a 7-0 run and pulled it to within 6. Really nice play there by Karl Anthony Towns to get the block, and then Brunson running the other way, beats everybody, picks up his dribble in the paint, and goes up and over Devin Vassell for the lay-in. A very nice bucket by Jalen Brunson there. 6-point lead for the Spurs in the third. Man, these TV shows look terrible. We are at a commercial break. The score is 67-61 Spurs with 4:57 to play. All right, looks like we are coming back. They're showing a highlight package on the 7-0 run that the Knicks just went on. But let's be frank, the third quarter started with total ugliness. Both teams could not hit. The Knicks got together sooner. Here come the Spurs. Fox to Dylan Harper. He is covered like a glove by this Miles McBride, who I haven't really seen, to Fox. Fox gets it to Vic. Vic now with Karl Anthony Towns on him. Flips it over to Champagny. Champagny looking, gets it to Harper in the corner. Harper drives down the paint and makes the very tough reverse layup around three guys. What a bucket by Dylan Harper. Here come the Knicks out of the timeout. 16 points for Harper on 6 for 9 field goals and 6 boards. Dylan Harper having an incredible night for the rookie. Rebounded by Vic on the Knicks miss. Here come the Spurs again. Knicks were short. Oh, bad pass by Fox to Vic. Is intercepted by Hart. Hart gets it to McBride to Landry Shamet, who will make a three. That was a busted play. Not good. It'll be a turnover there that makes it a 5-point game. Vic and Karl Anthony fighting, driving as Fox. He kicks it to Dylan Harper for three. Way off, air ball. Not remotely close. Now, I don't know why the Spurs have stopped going in the paint. Here come the Knicks. Brunson gets it back at the three-point line, flips it over to McBride, who will shoot a three. He is long. It is batted around. Towns gets the rebound and flips it right back up and in. It is a 3-point game, 69-66 Spurs, with 3:29 to play in the third quarter. Fox has it. He is covered by Shamet. Shamet now flips over to Brunson. Now they play through it. Fox drives on Shamet, stops, and shoots and hits a beautiful 12-foot jumper. Now here come the Knicks. Brunson, 71-66, 5-point game. Fox has 6 on 3 of 10 shooting. The Spurs are shooting terribly right now. Brunson gets it over to Hart, who was met by Vic in the lane. They flip it over to Shamet. Shamet now covered by Champagny at the three-point line. He flips it to Hart, who will shoot a three over Vic. It rattles off the back of the rim, the front of the rim. Rebounded again by Karl Anthony Towns. He flips it up and in, and he is fouled. He will have the 3-point opportunity. The rebounding when Vic goes way out there to cover Hart means that KJ has got to stop him. KJ does not stop him, and he fouls him. It is a bad defensive play by Keldon Johnson that puts us in the position we are in now. 68-71 as Karl Anthony Towns goes to the line and makes it a 2-point game as he front rims the shot and it rolls in. Neither team shooting well. Vic inbounds to Fox, who gets the ball, brings it across the timeline. The Spurs set up their offense. Vic sets a pick. Fox goes around it, rolls to the basket, does Vic, but Fox doesn't need him. He uses the left hand and misses. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here come the Knicks. They're only down 2. Shamet brings it across. He gets it to Cat. Cat will shoot a three. Crazy shot, well short, front rimmed. Here comes Dylan Harper fast the other way. He's nearly stripped by Hart. He gets it to KJ. KJ drives, gets it to the corner, looped around. Beautiful passing by the Spurs. Champagny all the way around to Vic. Vic back to Harper. Nobody wants to take the three. Now Harper steps a little bit closer, shoots, hits, but something happened. I think it might have been a foul by Vic under the basket, and that's going to be going the other way. Yeah, that's going to be a push on Vic. Trying to set the pick for Dylan so he could roll to the basket. He shoves Jalen Brunson. And being in the bonus, I guess. No, they're going to inbound. It'll be Nick's ball down to 2 minutes and 13 seconds to play. Brunson crosses the timeline. He's met by Champagny. They're at the logo on the right-hand side. He dribbles between the legs. Again, between the legs. Champagny right with him. He tries to go past him. He stops. He pops and splashes the jumper to tie the game. Great shot by Jalen Brunson. Spurs come hard the other way. KJ drives all the way down, tries to make a layup, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Hart, was that? Brunson on Champagny. He just beats him, stops, goes straight up, and the quick release buries the jumper to tie the game. KJ comes down hard the other way. He is covered by Miles McBride. Tries to go up, and McBride blocks it out of bounds. Spurs ball, 19 on the shot clock. Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Devin Vassell, who got past everybody and dunked it in the middle of the lane. Nobody defended him on the inbound pass. Here comes Brunson. He's at the logo, covered by Dylan Harper. Shamet sets a pick, and now Harrison Barnes is on him. Brunson goes well past him, goes up, makes the alley-oop pass to Mitchell Robinson. He's asking for it to be a shooting foul. They're not going to do that. No, they are going to do that. So they're going to call this not on the floor. They're showing the screen that freed up Devin Vassell. Vic set a hard screen that knocked Landry Shamet to the ground and freed up Devin on that dunk. Meanwhile, Brunson, I don't understand what happened here. They called a foul in the act of shooting, even though he wasn't shooting. Everybody in the building knows he wasn't shooting. It was a pass for the alley-oop. But that's okay. I'm not bothered. That's how you treat stars. He'll shoot the second free throw, and he will make it. It's a tied ball game. 1:37 to play in the third. Knicks fighting now, but neither team shooting well. Fox will pick up the rolling ball at the logo. He gets a pick from Vic, and he makes a cross-court pass to Vassell. Crazy. Back to Dylan. Dylan, covered by McBride, drives on him, stops, passes to Victor, who will shoot a three. It bounces off the long end of the rim, and that's a miss. Here comes Brunson. The Knicks can take the lead. Brunson covered by Fox, turns, spins, shoots. He is short. Rebounded by Harrison Barnes. It's Fox coming the other way. He crosses the logo. He's carving. He goes down the middle of the lane, spins. The ball is stripped and goes out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. And Fox will go to the line. De'Aaron Fox is 3 of 11 from the field. This is the worst shooting night the Spurs have had in a long time. But he drains the first free throw. Worst shooting night in a long time. Misses the second free throw long. It rims out, and the Knicks get the rebound, does Mitchell Robinson, who flips it to Brunson. Brunson bringing it up against Dylan Harper at the logo. He will dribble. He's directing traffic, asking for a pick from Hart. He gets it, but they switch, so Harrison Barnes is now on him, and he's directing traffic again, telling people where to go. Brunson is dribbling, driving on Barnes. He gets a double team from Dylan, fights through it, tries to make the pass to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson was not looking, and they fumble it out of bounds to the Knicks. Here come the Spurs. Backcourt pressure from Hart on Fox. Now he'll go back. Fox will bring it up. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 38 on the game clock. Fox passes it to Victor. Victor covered by Robinson. He'll flip it to Vassell. Vassell finds a lane in the paint, flips it back out to Vic. Vic at the three-point line. Dribbles, drives, and slams with the left hand. Goes by Mitchell Robinson for the dunk. 22 on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. Here come the Knicks. Brunson crosses the logo. He is covered by Dylan Harper. 19 on the shot clock. He's at the logo, just dribbling. Oh, 2 quick passes, and Hart has it in the paint. They flip it out to McBride. He shoots a three. Crazy shot drops to tie the game at 76. 5 seconds on the clock. Victor bringing the ball up. 4, 3, 2. He'll shoot a 3. No. And it wasn't close. The Spurs having a terrible shooting night. And the Knicks chipping away in the third quarter have managed, after 3 quarters, to tie the ball game. Crazy, crazy. Kooky go nuts. The game is tied. Terrible shooting in the third quarter by both teams. Terrible shooting by both teams in the third quarter. The Knicks and the Spurs missing everything. We take a look at the stats. You can see that both from the field and from three-point range, this has been an ugly game. The Knicks are now shooting just 41% from the field. The Spurs, 38%. And from three, both are under 27%. This has been a terrible shooting night for both representatives of the two conferences in the finals. The Knicks have come out of the third, chipping away, and now Jalen Brunson has 17 points on 7 of 22 shooting. A terrible shooting night. And Victor has 15 on 3 of 13 shooting. It's like watching some kind of high school game at the moment. The fourth quarter will decide it. It is tied 76-76. Champagny has 15 for the Spurs. Victor has 15. Stefan Castle, 12. De'Aaron Fox, 7. And Devin Vassell, 7. Dylan Harper having an incredible night, this rookie. 20 years old, 24 minutes, 16 points, 6 for 10 from the field, a three-pointer, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 7 boards, a rebound, an assist, a steal. And yet he's -1. The Spurs are struggling tonight. The Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns leads all scorers with 18. Jalen Brunson has 17. Mikal Bridges, 7. Landry Shamet, 11 points on 4 for 7, 3 of 5 from three-point range. At the moment, Shamet doing his job off the bench, but not so much as Jose Alvarado and Miles McBride, who have been impressive. Okay, we are back. The Knicks have the ball. They are bringing it up. It is the aforementioned McBride. McBride dribbles against Vic. He passed the ball to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns now dribbling with Fox on him. He'll take a shot. Vic swipes at it from behind. He misses. It's being battled for out of the basket. What a scrap under the basket. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Karl Anthony Towns and Victor Wembanyama and various other teammates in a 76-76 tie, scrapping under the basket. And it's knocked out of bounds and will remain with the Knicks. The inbound pass to Shamet, who makes the reverse layup, being chased by Vassell. The Knicks have the lead, 78-76, on the Landry Shamet layup on inbound pass. Here comes Cassell. He gets a pick from Vic. Vic drives down the lane. They have to stop. They flip back out to Fox. Fox covered very closely by McBride. He goes right by him, gets into the paint, stops and shoots, but he's well short. Vic has the ball on the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Karl Anthony Towns as he tries to make the layup, but he misses the layup. So I don't know if Fox was trying to take that shot or if he was trying to pass it to Vic, but it was an air ball, and it just landed in Vic's hand. So Fox shot the ball from behind him, and it just kind of landed in his hand. I think it might have been an alley-oop. So then Vic goes up, and when he goes up, he's fouled on the floor by the aforementioned Miles McBride, 25-year-old, 6'2", out of West Virginia. Oh, and Vic misses the free throw. With 11 minutes and 9 seconds to play, Victor, shooting terribly tonight, has missed the free throw as well. The game is getting out of hand, and the Knicks can smell it. Victor never dribbles at the line. He's like a point guard in that way. Stops, takes a deep breath, shrugs his shoulders, spins the ball, and hits the second one cleanly. It's a 1-point game. Knicks 78, Spurs 77. They inbound. Here comes Jose Alvarado bringing the ball up over the timeline. He is covered by Fox out there. They get it to OG Anunoby. Castle on him. Back to Alvarado, who is covered by Castle tightly. Back to Anunoby, covered by Fox. He tries to drive, flips it back to Alvarado. Alvarado covered by Castle. There's 1 on the shot clock. He takes a crazy shot, misses the 3. Anunoby comes running down the lane, falls on the ground, and a foul is called on a Spur for pushing him. Fox is saying he just threw himself on the ground, but they're not having that. And so it'll be Knicks ball with 14 on the shot clock. They inbound to Towns. Towns covered by Vic, out by the logo. He's got a hand up. He passes it over to Anunoby, covered by Castle. Castle gets a pick from Cat, drives all the way to the hole and makes the layup on Castle. It is a 3-point lead for the New York Knicks. Here comes Castle crossing the timeline on the right-hand side. Vic chasing him down. They cross-court pass to Harrison Barnes out by the 3-point line. Barnes goes driving, flips it back to Vic. Vic spins on Karl Anthony Towns and airballs the shot. I mean, it is well short of the rim. Another miss. The Spurs are 8 for 25 from the field. Terrible shooting night for the San Antonio Spurs. Many open looks. Ball just doesn't fall. Meanwhile, Anunoby tries to drive. He throws himself on the ground again, but they don't call the foul this time. Spurs get the rebound on the miss. They rotate to Vassell. Vassell sees a lane. He goes all the way down and lays it up and misses the layup. Vic gets the rebound and puts the ball back in off the backboard. It's 80-79. Great game here in terms of the score, but a terrible game in terms of the sloppiness. Here comes Alvarado. He gets it over to McBride, who is covered by Harrison Barnes. He tries to go around him to the hole and then bounce passes to Anunoby for 3, covered by Fox. He splashes the 3. It's a 4-point game as the Knicks, OG Anunoby hits that 3. Spurs do not call timeout. Castle drives into the lane, spins, and makes a layup to make it a 2-point game. Here comes Karl Anthony Towns, covered way outside by Harrison Barnes. He's right in his face. Flips it over to McBride, who gets it to Anunoby, covered by Victor now in the corner. Anunoby pump fakes, steps back, takes a 3, splashes the 3. What a shot by OG Anunoby. The 3-pointer falls, and they lead by 5 to the Knicks at this point. 13, 8 in the quarter for OG Anunoby. Vassell, meanwhile, gets it back. Flips it to Castle, who will shoot a 3. Makes it wide open 3, thankfully. He makes that one. It is 86-84 Knicks with 8.5 to play after the Castle 3-pointer. 8:29 to play. Here comes Jose Alvarado. He'll flip it over to Miles McBride, back to Alvarado. Alvarado with the headband. Curls around Castle, drives hard to the hole, tries to throw up a shot. It's a crazy shot. It's a miss. Fox gets the rebound. Here comes Fox going the other way. Look out. Coming up behind you is McBride. Fox gets it out to Vassell for 3. That's way off. Victor tips it. They get the rebound. Spurs have another shot at 3 from Castle. Dead center. He misses it. Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And the ball gets out to McBride, who gets it up ahead to... Alvarado gets it up ahead to McBride, who throws up another layup and misses. Castle gets the rebound. Here come the Spurs. 2-point game to Harrison Barnes. He looks at a 3, stops, shoots, front rims it. Vassell gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Shamet is lying on the ground under the basket, and the Knicks bench wants a foul, but this ball game is tied with 7:37 to play, and the place is going nuts at the moment. A lot of complaining by the Knicks. That's what Oklahoma City did. They massaged the refs, and I do fear that unless the Spurs do the same, they're going to lose this one. Spurs are just not hitting tonight. The ball is just not going through the hoop. That's what's up. 2 viewers. You're already gone, huh? No, me. One of my favorite scenes in Rick and Morty episode, the mayor of the miniverse, microverse, in Rick's car, who has different words for phrases we use to insult people. Peace among worlds. Great game. No, terrible game. This is a terrible basketball game. But it is tied. They're just running up and down and heaving balls up and missing. Very little half-court motion, very little passing. A lot of threes being yanked up and missed. Knicks, to their credit, fell behind and then came right back. Chipped away, clawed back. Maybe a change in music is what's necessary. Terrible shooting by both the Knicks and the Spurs. A game of spurts where the team that gets it together makes something happen and takes the lead. And then the other team attempts to do the same. But a lot of missed shots. Terrible shooting percentage from both teams. Even worse, 3-point shooting percentage by both teams. And they're just yanking up threes thanks to Steph Curry. Hey, that's how it goes nowadays. Taking a look at fouls. Josh Hart has 3. Karl Anthony Towns has 3. Landry Shamet has 3. Jose Alvarado has 3. For the Spurs, De'Aaron Fox has 3. Keldon Johnson has 3. Luke Cornett has 3 fouls. The Knicks will bring the ball up with the score tied. 7:30 to play in the game. Brunson covered by Castle. Now the double team from Luke. He works around it. He drives all the way down the lane and makes a beautiful layup. Does Jalen Brunson, coming out of the timeout to put the Knicks up by 2. Here comes Castle. He's covered by, is that McBride? No, that's Josh Hart now. He gets it to Luke. Luke looking for someone to pass it to. Gets it to Dylan. Dylan is bumped, but goes all the way down to the hole. What a bucket. Oh, my gosh. What a bucket by Dylan Harper. What a power move by the 6'6", 20-year-old against Mikal Bridges. He gets the ball on the baseline. Bridges puts his hand into his chest. They didn't even call that. He keeps going at the hole. And then he gets to the hole and lays it up and in. But the foul was called when he was on the floor. It remains 88-86, New York. I have this backwards. Spurs miss. Here come the Knicks. Jalen Brunson going the other way, takes on everybody. Champagny tries to block it, instead fouls him. And he'll go to the line with 6:52. They didn't call it on the floor. They called it when he went up. Boy, the Knicks sure do a lot of faces when they're trying to get calls. Huh? That's their style, huh? The Knicks style is to do a lot of faces. What a bunch of jerk-offs. Brunson will make the first one. Well, they're all there, aren't they? The big wigs. And he'll make the second one to put the Knicks up by 4 with 6:52 to play. Here come the Spurs. Dylan Harper running the point and really the most effective player out there. He crosses the logo, looks to drive all the way to the basket, and then pass it out to Vassell, a crazy pass. It's basically a turnover. Vassell tries to get it to Vic because he's falling out of bounds. They get it to Brunson. Brunson goes the distance and scores. That was just a terrible sequence by the Spurs there. Brunson shakes Champagny so easily, gets into the paint, goes up and makes the layup. Nothing Castle can do to help. Nothing Vic can do trailing. But the Spurs have taken terrible shots, missed tons of shots. And this is going to have to be handled better. Man, look at all these crappy movies and television shows that you idiots watch. NBA game 1 of the finals. Terrible game. Both teams shooting for shit. Like truly like watching a high school game. As the stats reveal, 38% shooting by the Spurs, 43% shooting by the Knicks. Both teams under 30% from 3. 17 turnovers in the game. Actually, that's not that bad. Just a lot of missed shots. Tons of missed shots by both sides. And spurts by the Knicks. And a couple of runs early in the game by the Spurs. They're going to need one now. Down 6 with 6 minutes and 34 seconds to play. Victor Wembanyama has 4 turnovers. Stephon Castle 2, De'Aaron Fox 1, Dylan Harper 1. So those are the 8. Vic has had a terrible night tonight. Let's just call it what it is. This is not the Victor Wembanyama we have seen throughout the year or even in the last series. He from the opening Carl Anthony Towns just blew by him 3 times for layups. And he has been cold from the floor. 4 for 15 from the floor. He's only made 4 of his 15 shots and only 1 of his 6 3-point attempts. 1 of 5 threes for Castle. No makes for 4 attempts by De'Aaron Fox. 0 for 2 for Harrison Barnes. 0 for 1 for Carter Bryant. Only Champagny is hitting. He's 5 for 8, but he also, after the half, has not drained one. And he has missed wildly on another. Okay, here come the Spurs. Down 6. And a fan has a run on the court. And security has to chase them off. Some fan has a run on the court. Everybody's standing around. What are they going to do about the clock? I don't know. The refs are discussing. Some fan has a run onto the court and tried to do something, hug or kiss a player or something. Of course, they won't show it again, but they're calling the two coaches together to say, what are we going to do? I don't know what we're going to do. Some idiot came running on the field, on the court. Boy, I haven't seen that kind of stuff. For Spurs fans, the story is Dylan Harper. What an exceptional young man. Rookie, 20 years old, playing one of the most amazing game ones by a rookie in history. Well, they did show it again. It was some young man with a phone doing this and taking a selfie of himself as he ran onto the court. So this is what happened last time I did this. I put the audio on, and then they cut my stream because I let 2 seconds of the ref explaining enter the screen. They're going to have a jump ball at the logo between Victor Wembanyama and Mitchell Robinson to decide this. The ball goes up. Vic wins the tip, and it is controlled by Fox, who brings it across the logo. Vic sets a pick for him. They go down the lane. They rotate the ball to Champagny for 3. He is way off. Doesn't even hit the rim. Like it's just off the bottom of the backside of the backboard where he was trying to shoot. Terrible. Here comes Brunson the other way. A beautiful driving, carving up the Spurs defense, and a beautiful layup by Jalen Brunson. He is unbothered, my friends. Jalen Brunson is carving up the Spurs defense right now, having his way. Mitchell Robinson not getting called for some moving screen action, but that's okay. Neither did Vic. I think they're letting him play, which I suppose is all right. Letting him play is not the problem. These guys can't hit a bucket, the Spurs. Okay, Castle has it. He gets a pick from Vic. He tries to find a hole. Hart hits him. Doesn't matter. He flips it over to Champagny. Champagny gets it to Vic. Wembanyama tries to get into the paint, tries to move his feet. Mitchell Robinson is right on him. He tries to make a pass to Dylan Harper under the bucket. That was good defense. The Knicks are clapping because they played great defense. That pass from Vic was too hard, and it bounced off of Dylan's hands and went out of bounds. Vic really trying hard against Mitchell Robinson. It was the right decision, but he couldn't get the ball there. Okay, here comes the Knicks. Dylan Harper, quick hands, knocks it out of bounds. 15 seconds out of bounds. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 5:37 to play. The Spurs are down by 8. Champagny barking at himself. Mitchell Robinson making a big difference in this game. He was injured. They inbound to him. Vic is on him. They flip it to Brunson. Brunson covered tightly by Castle. He gets a pick from Robinson. He drives around to the left. He shoots over Vic. Misses long. Rebounded by Fox. Here comes Fox the other way. The Spurs trail. 5:23 left by 8. Oh, his pocket is picked. Josh Hart picked Fox's pocket. Another turnover. Josh Hart just stole the ball from De'Aaron Fox. The Knicks have it and control of this game. Landry Shamet dribbling around, flips it out to Hart. Hart dribbles down the paint, covered by Champagny. Flips it to Mikal Bridges, who takes a crazy falling shot and misses, rebounded by Victor. It's an 8-point game. Victor Wembanyama dribbling across the timeline. He stops and shoots a 3 and hits it. Thankfully, finally, a bucket. Timeout. 5-point game. At long last, Victor hits a 3. And even that, it rattled in. So I'm telling you that the Spurs tonight, it's not basketball gods, my friends, as Pop used to say. It's just poor shooting by a bunch of young guys. And the Knicks have taken advantage of that here in the latter half of the third quarter and the fourth. They lead by 5. Knicks inbound the ball, 15 on the shot clock, 4:38 in the game. Brunson has it. He's covered by Champagny out at the logo. He dribbles, goes between the legs a couple of 3 times, goes at Champagny, stops, takes a long 26-footer way off. Boy, this is just not a fun game to watch from the standpoint of the ugliness of the shots. Here comes Dylan Harper. He gets it to Castle. Castle to Vic. Vic is going to drive on Towns and go all the way to the hole. Defended well, but he gets it back. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Champagny. He'll go to the hole. Flip it out to Vic for 3 from the corner. Way off. He hits the side of the backboard. There's 1.2 seconds left on the shot clock. And the Spurs will inbound it. No, there's a fresh 24. I'm not sure what happened. Is it going to be their ball? Could be Nick Ball. Not sure what just happened. But that was insanity. Oh, they're calling a foul and sending Champagny to the line. He has yet to take a shot at the free throw line today, and he buries the first one. I'm not sure what was called there, and they're not showing a replay, so we're going to have to wait to see what was called there. Champagny at the line. Spurs trail by 4. He's trying to make it 3. And does not. He misses the second free throw. It's a 4-point game. 4:01 to play. Here come the Knicks. Brunson bringing it up against Castle at the logo. He dribbles. There's 15 on the shot clock. He gets a screen, and they switch. So now Fox is on Brunson. Here comes Shamet down the lane against Vic. Dribbles out, passes it out to Anunoby, who drives on Champagny, stops and takes a shot. It's not a good one, and he misses, rebounded by Champagny. Here come the Spurs. Vic will stop at the 3-point line, dribble, then pass it out to Castle. He gets it back at the 3-point line. He's directing traffic. He's asking Vassell to move out of the corner. He drives hard to the lane and makes the layup. And Karl Anthony Towns is lying on the ground after having fallen and slid on his back. Vic wanted to clear out the whole way, and he drove hard against him. Took him right to the hole, and chest bumped him and made the layup right over OG Anunoby. Finally, a powerful move from Victor in this game. We haven't seen a lot of that. Mostly we've seen him missing even layups in this game, missing 12-footers, missing 10-footers. He goes to the line for the and one. having made 9 of 10 free throws. Takes a deep breath, shrugs those shoulders. Another deep breath, spins the balls. He never dribbles. And front rims it, but it rattles in. And we have a 1-point game with 3 minutes and 24 seconds to play. The Spurs on a 7-0. Knicks have taken some bad shots. Here's Jalen Brunson. He crosses the timeline at the logo. He is covered, now double teamed, and then gets it to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns makes a long cross-court pass to Anunoby, who gets it to Brunson. Brunson now covered by Champagny. 7 on the shot clock, 6. He double drives, goes right in the paint, stops, takes a free throw. It bounces out. The stop, step back, free throw jumper misses from Jalen Brunson. 94-93, the Spurs could take the lead. Vic goes all the way down the lane, misses the layup, and the rebound is grabbed by Josh Hart. Again, Vic missed a 3-foot shot. They take a long, ill-advised shot. They get their own rebound, and now they have 10 on the shot clock, 2:40 to play. It's a 1-point game. Jalen Brunson driving on Fox. He gets all the way to the hole, shoots over Vic and misses. Vic gets the rebound. There's 2:32 to play. It's a 1-point game. Champagny gets it, crosses the timeline. He's looking for Vic. He gets it to Victor. Victor lopes it around to Fox. Fox will run the show, covered by Brunson. He gets a pick from Vic. They both roll to the basket, but he passes it out to Vassell, who will shoot a 3. That is short. Vassell gets his own board, flips it up to Vic. Oh, no! Victor is fouled as he was going up for the alley-oop, but the pass was behind him by Champagny. There were some touch passes really pretty by the Spurs there, and the last one ended with the ball behind him, and so Vic was reaching way back, but he got pushed in the small of his back by, it looks like, Shamet. And he barely touched him, but he's going to get the call. Vic got away. I don't know what happened just now. I feel very much like the referees are involved in this stuff. It happened in the previous one. I mean, it was just a 4-point game, and there was a foul called. Again, I'm not watching with any audio. Vic will make the free throw, which will tie the game. I'm not listening to any of the audio, and when they go to the replay, I'm kind of trying to review what I'm actually seeing. And there were 2. That's a call on Shamet that is just kind of crazy, but we'll take it. And then the one that got us within reach, I didn't even see that, and they did not show a replay. So, again, what I mean is it's not fun when the 2 teams are shooting shittily, and they are both shooting very shittily, and the refs get involved, which is starting to feel like it's happening here late in this game. 2:11 to play, 18 seconds on the shot clock. It's 95-94 Spurs. Brunson at the logo. He's got Castle on him. He's trying to get a pick, and they switch. So now Champagny's on him. He's going to blow by Champagny, get to the lane, go up against Vic, flip it around. They rotate the ball all the way to Anunoby for 3. He is long. It is batted back, though, and they have it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson will take a 3, and he splashes it. What a shot from Jalen Brunson, who got the ball back after the missed shot from Anunoby. Here come the Spurs. 97-95 Knicks. 1:42 to play. Castle has it. He's covered up high. Now they get it to Vic. Vic covered by Towns. He clears him out. He wants to go. He doesn't. He flips it to Fox. Fox goes into the lane, shoots a free throw. He's long. He misses the free throw. Unbelievable. Another 15-foot miss from Fox. The Spurs have been shit from the field. Here come the Knicks. 1:21 to play. It's a 2-point game. Jalen Brunson with Champagny on him, way out by the coach's stand, basically, at the logo. Now here comes Castle. They make a bounce pass to Mikal Bridges. He takes a step back. No, he is stripped by Fox, and they're going to call a foul on Fox on the floor with 4.3 on the shot clock. I don't think they're in the bonus. That was Brunson who actually swatted that ball out on the previous rebound, got it back, and then made the 3. Jalen Brunson is just something else, you know? Spectacular, that fella. But they all whine a lot and do a lot of crying with their faces, and I don't admire that. The free throw on the foul by, who was it? I forget, is good. Bridges now with a chance to give the Knicks a 4-point lead. 1:11 to play, and he makes the free throw. This is the ball game right here. The Spurs trail by 4. Here comes Castle. He brings it across the timeline. He's covered and met by Hart. He gets a pick from Champagny, but they play through it. Vic gets it one-on-one with Carl. He drops the ball. Turnover. Victor fumbles the ball when he's trying to dribble it. Oh, my. And that's going to be his, what, 6th turnover? 5th turnover? A terrible night for Victor Wembanyama. Maybe the worst we've ever seen from the young man. Brunson, meanwhile, cooking Devin Vassell and buries a jumper. The Knicks are unfazed. And it looks like they're going to take game 1. Victor will take a 3. He misses. And it's going to be 101.95. That's plus 100 over here. $29 seconds to play. It is 102.95. OG Anunoby makes the first free throw. 7-point game. And he'll make the second one as well. To make it an 8-point game with 29 seconds left. Game 1 will be stolen by the Knicks. Terrible shooting, both teams. The Knicks just got it corrected, and the Spurs didn't. 28 seconds left. Here come the Spurs. Fox, 17 on the shot clock, drives down the lane. Telegraphs his pass to Vassell. It's knocked out of bounds. The Knicks are psyched right now. And the Spurs are a shambles. There's going to be yet another timeout. I'm not sure what this dead ball is, but I may as well call it. Okay, so Knicks win game 1. That's what we're going to say. And I'll see you for game 2.